Belle skipped through the village square. Birds twittered, flowers bloomed. It was a perfect day. Bonjour, Belle, called Madame Cherie from her bakery. The aroma of fresh bread filled the air. Good morning! Belle waved, her nose twitching at the delicious smell. She loved her village. It was small, but it felt like home. Today, Belle was off to the library. A new book about faraway lands awaited. She couldn't wait to get lost in its pages. Adventure is out there, she declared to the blue sky. Deep in the woods stood an old castle. It was dark and gloomy, but inside someone was trying very hard to bake. This is impossible! The beast roared, flinging frosting across the room. He missed his old life. He missed laughter. He missed friends. Suddenly a crash from the garden startled him. Someone was trying to steal his roses. He charged outside, ready to roar, but stopped short. It was just a girl. A very surprised girl. Belle's eyes widened. The beast wasn't what she expected. He was big and furry, yes, but also clumsy. He tripped on a rose bush and landed in a heap. Are you all right? She giggled, offering him a hand. The beast grumbled, but he let her help him up. He was so used to being feared, he'd forgotten what kindness felt like. Maybe this girl wasn't so bad after all. And so began their unusual friendship. They shared stories, drank tea, with lots of sugar for the beast, and even attempted to garden together with hilarious results. One night, the castle's enchanted objects decided to play matchmaker. The grand ballroom shimmered under 1,000 candles. Music filled the air. Belle gasped. It was magical. The beast cleared his throat, his fur blushing pink. Would you perhaps care to dance? I'd love to. Belle smiled, and as they swayed to the music, a new song blossomed in their hearts. A song about friendship, understanding, and maybe, just maybe, something more. Days turned into weeks. Belle discovered hidden depths to the beast. As she wandered through the castle, she found secret rooms filled with treasures and memories of a time long past. Each discovery brought her closer to understanding the beast's true nature. He wasn't just a grumpy monster. Beneath his rough exterior, there was a heart that had been hurt, and a soul that longed for connection. Belle saw glimpses of his kindness in the way he treated the enchanted objects, and the gentle smiles he gave her. He was kind, caring, and surprisingly funny. They shared moments of laughter that echoed through the grand halls of the castle. The beast would tell jokes, and Belle would laugh, her joy lighting up the room. These moments of levity brought them closer together, breaking down the walls that had kept them apart. One afternoon, while reading fairy tales, Belle confessed, I miss my father. He's all I have. Her voice trembled with emotion as she spoke, her eyes filling with tears. The stories she read reminded her of the love and warmth of her home, and she felt a deep longing to see her father again. The beast's heart ached for her. He could see the pain in her eyes and felt a deep empathy for her sorrow. He knew what it was like to feel alone and isolated, and he wanted to do something to ease her pain. He knew what it was like to feel alone. The castle, once filled with laughter and life, had become a place of solitude and sadness. The beast had spent many years in isolation, and he understood the ache of missing someone dearly. He led her to a magic mirror, allowing her to see her father, safe and sound. The mirror's surface shimmered, revealing an image of her father, alive and well. Belle's heart swelled with relief and gratitude as she watched her father go about his day, unaware that she was watching him from afar. Belle threw her arms around the beast. In that moment, all her fears and worries melted away. She felt a deep connection to the beast, one that transcended appearances and spoke to the kindness and love within his heart. Thank you, she whispered, and for the first time she saw past his rough exterior to the gentle soul within. The beast's eyes softened, and he realized that Belle's love and acceptance had begun to heal the wounds of his past. Together they found solace in each other's company, and the castle, once a place of sorrow, began to shine with the true colors of their blossoming friendship and love. News arrived in the village. A fearsome beast lived in the castle. The villagers were terrified, whispering tales of the monstrous creature that lurked within the dark, eerie walls of the distant castle. The sky above the castle was perpetually shrouded in ominous clouds, adding to the sense of dread that hung over the village like a thick fog. Gaston, a vain and boastful hunter, decided to slay the beast and become a hero. He saw this as an opportunity to cement his status as the bravest man in the village. With a smug grin, he rallied the villagers, who cheered him on, believing that he was their only hope. Gaston prepared for the hunt with great fanfare, his confidence unshaken by the tales of the beast's ferocity. Belle knew Gaston was wrong. The beast wasn't a monster. She had seen the kindness and gentleness hidden beneath his fearsome exterior. Belle had spent time with the beast, learning about his true nature and the curse that had befallen him. She knew that Gaston's plan would only lead to unnecessary violence and tragedy. She raced back to warn him, but it was too late. The forest seemed to close in around her as she ran, her heart pounding with fear and urgency. She had to reach the castle before Gaston did, but the path was treacherous and time was running out. Despite her best efforts, she could feel the weight of impending doom pressing down on her. Gaston had found the beast and was attacking him. The clash between the two was fierce, with Gaston wielding his rifle and the beast defending himself with raw strength and desperation. The castle's dark halls echoed with the sounds of their struggle, each blow and roar reverberating through the stone walls. Gaston's eyes were filled with a dangerous mix of determination and madness. "No!" Belle cried, seeing the fear and pain in the beast's eyes. She could see the humanity in him, the vulnerability that Gaston refused to acknowledge. Tears streamed down her face as she watched the beast who had become her friend suffer at the hands of the man who claimed to be a hero. Her heart ached with the knowledge that she might be too late to save him. In that moment of fear and love for the beast, she realized her true feelings. She understood that her connection to the beast went beyond friendship. It was a deep, abiding love that transcended his outward appearance. Belle's heart swelled with emotion as she looked at him, knowing that she had to do everything in her power to protect him. Gaston, blinded by jealousy, refused to listen. His rage and envy clouded his judgment, making him deaf to Belle's pleas. He saw the beast as a rival, not just for his supposed heroism, but for Belle's affection as well. Gaston's fury grew with each passing moment, his anger fueling his relentless assault on the beast. In the ensuing chaos, Gaston lost his footing and fell from the castle tower. The battle had taken them to the highest reaches of the castle, where the wind howled and the stones were slick with rain. In his blind rage, Gaston misstepped, and with a look of shock and disbelief, he plummeted into the darkness below. The villagers' cheers turned to gasps of horror as their hero met his untimely end. The beast was safe, but the victory felt hollow. He stood alone in the aftermath, the weight of the battle and the loss heavy on his shoulders. The castle, once a place of fear and isolation, now felt even more desolate. The beast's heart was heavy with sorrow, knowing that the conflict had brought nothing but pain and suffering. He had been hurt, but more than that, he was heartbroken at the thought of Belle leaving. The physical wounds would heal, but the emotional scars ran deep. The beast feared that Belle, having seen the violence and chaos, would choose to leave him forever. He sat in the darkened room, his heart aching with the fear of losing the one person who had ever truly understood him. "Belle, please don't go," the beast pleaded, his voice hoarse with emotion. "I can't lose you too." Tears streamed down Belle's face. "Oh, beast," she whispered, taking his paw in her hands. "I won't leave you. She hesitated, her heart pounding. "I love you." As the words echoed through the castle, something magical began to happen. Golden light sparked around the beast. He felt a warmth spread through him, a sensation he hadn't felt in what felt like forever. The light faded. Gone was the fearsome beast. In his place stood a handsome prince, his eyes filled with love and gratitude. The curse was broken. The castle, once shrouded in gloom, burst into life with color and music. The enchanted objects, now back to their human forms, rejoiced. Lumiere and Cogsworth embraced, tears of joy in their eyes. The castle walls echoed with laughter and music. A grand feast was prepared, and everyone, villagers and castle folk alike, celebrated late into the night. The prince, forever grateful to Belle for seeing past his exterior and loving him for who he truly was, proposed to her under the shimmering moonlight. The night was perfect, with the stars twinkling like diamonds in the sky, and the gentle breeze carrying the sweet scent of blooming flowers. The castle, standing tall and majestic in the background, seemed to glow under the moon's soft light, adding to the magic of the moment. Belle, her eyes sparkling with joy and love, listened intently as the prince poured out his heart, expressing his deepest feelings and hopes for their future together. Belle, of course, said yes. Her heart was filled with happiness and excitement as she accepted the prince's proposal. The moment was surreal, almost like a dream, but it was very much real. The prince slipped a beautiful, intricately designed ring onto Belle's finger, symbolizing their eternal love and commitment to each other. They embraced, their hearts beating in unison, knowing that this was just the beginning of their incredible journey together. But their story didn't end there. Together, they used their combined talents and passions to create a brighter future. They embarked on numerous projects, each one aimed at improving the lives of those around them. Their teamwork and collaboration were unparalleled, and they found immense joy in working side by side, overcoming challenges, and celebrating their successes together. Their love and dedication to each other and their kingdom became an inspiration to all. The prince, inspired by Belle's love for knowledge, built a grand library open to everyone. This library became a beacon of learning and enlightenment, attracting scholars, students, and curious minds from all corners of the kingdom. The shelves were filled with books on every subject imaginable, and the prince took great pride in showing people around, sharing his newfound passion for knowledge. Belle often held reading sessions and educational workshops, fostering a love for learning in the hearts of many. Belle, in turn, encouraged the prince's passion for gardening. She saw how much joy and peace it brought him, and she supported him wholeheartedly. Together they spent countless hours in the garden, planting, nurturing, and watching their plants grow. Belle's encouragement and support meant the world to the prince, and it strengthened their bond even further. And together they created a magnificent greenhouse, a sanctuary where they could experiment with different plants and gardening techniques. The greenhouse was a marvel of design and functionality, filled with a diverse array of plants from all over the world. It became a place of innovation and discovery, where they could explore new ways to cultivate and care for their plants, where they experimented with new and sustainable ways to grow food for the entire kingdom. Their efforts led to the development of innovative gardening methods that not only increased food production, but also promoted environmental sustainability. The greenhouse became a symbol of hope and progress, showing that with creativity and determination, they could overcome any challenge. The tale of Beauty and the Beast became a legend, a story passed down through generations. It was a tale of love, transformation, and the power of seeing beyond appearances. The kingdom celebrated this story with festivals and storytelling events, where people would gather to hear the enchanting tale of how love and kindness triumphed over fear and prejudice. The story became a source of inspiration and hope for all who heard it, a reminder that true love sees beyond appearances and that it is the heart and soul that truly matter. The Prince and Belle's love story showed that true beauty lies within, and that genuine love can break any curse or barrier. Their journey together was a testament to the power of love and the importance of looking beyond the surface to find the true essence of a person, and that even the most unlikely of friendships can blossom into something truly magical. The Prince and Belle's relationship with their enchanted friends was a perfect example of this. These friendships, forged in the most unexpected circumstances, brought joy, laughter, and a touch of magic into their lives. Together they created a community where everyone, regardless of their past or appearance, was valued and loved. And they lived, if not exactly happily ever after, then certainly interestingly, adventurously, and always together. Their life was filled with ups and downs, challenges and triumphs, but through it all they remained steadfast in their love and commitment to each other. They faced every obstacle with courage and determination, knowing that as long as they were together, they could overcome anything. Their story was a beautiful blend of romance, adventure, and growth, showing that a true partnership is built on love, trust, and mutual respect. The Prince and Belle's journey was far from ordinary, but it was their unique experiences and unwavering bond that made their story truly extraordinary. And so they continued to write their own fairy tale, one filled with endless possibilities and the promise of a bright and beautiful future together.